Hello, Tina the Thrifta-haulic here. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I am an avid thrift shopper. I love rummage sales, church rummage sales, my favorite. And that's what I'm going to share with you today is I went to 2 church rummage sales on Saturday, and I'm going to share with you what I picked up there, why I purchased them, what I think I can get for them, and yeah, so I'm hoping you enjoy it. All right, I'm going to start with the first church rummage sale I went to. It would seem like it was a little pricey. It wasn't Bethlehem, which sometimes, you know, it's a little bit of more of an upscale area that they're pulling from, because it was in historic Bethlehem. And so some of the things were pricier, but I did manage to find quite a few things. So let's start. And I have not explored. Hi, Harrison. Hi, puppy. Hello, puppy. I haven't explored the prices of everything yet. So, or, you know, what I think I could get for it, or, you know, if I've done any investigation, which I haven't, any research. So I just thought these were really cool looking, and you know, this was just based on quality and design, so we'll see what happens. But I actually haven't looked at all the designs yet. I just saw this top one. So these are just like this little like dip plates. It has like the surface of it was sort of relief, so I thought that was indicative of quality as well. This is the name on the back of it. Never seen it before. Kihara. And they look kind of Asian inspired. Oh, this is cute. They're very cool looking. And here's a mountain with a moon. And interesting design. Birdie of some sort. So what, 5 of them? So I spent $3 on them. We'll see what they wind up being valued at. I don't know if I'm gonna, I guess I'll try to tape them back together. I'm gonna pull out, because these things are, okay, so that was $3. There was also, like, as I was walking out, there was a free area, so I picked up a bunch of things from there, and they're unfortunately at the top of the box, so I will go over them really quick because they're right here. I picked up these. I don't know what they are. I think there's, oh, don't even tell me, the dog wants to go outside. Some kind of bowl lids. I don't know, like little bonnet things. Oh wait, there's a tag on this. Was there a tag on it? Oh, no tag. There's no tag on any of them, I don't think. So I'm not exactly sure what they are, but to me that's what they look like. Sort of like bowl lids, but I don't know why they'd be fabric. Basket covers. I don't know. I have to research those. They were in the free pile, so what the heck, right? Okay, I'm going to take a pause, and I'm going to go let the dogs out. Oops, where is it? Okay, hopefully I won't be rudely interrupted again for them to come back in. This little insulated thing for Kettle One Botanical Cucumber Mint Vodka was in the free thing, so I thought, why not? I will see if it's worth anything. And a cool little humpback whale plastic figurine. He probably won't. I don't even know why I picked him up, because I think he's only going to be like $10. I picked up this, which actually is only $10, and I'll probably be bringing that to the consignment shop or donating back to Goodwill. These were in there. I haven't looked these up yet, but they're like an iron-on thing, and this was in the free section. They're like little, almost stud, embellished flower iron-on, and I believe there's a couple of them in here. Looks like there's, yeah. So these must have, I don't know where they came from, Amazon or what, but there's 3 of them in here, and they're all the same. So I don't know what that might not be much either, but I figured I would try it. And I got her. I thought she was kind of interesting. Very vintage. And actually quite cute. She's missing a boot. But I might just take her little elf shoe off. I don't know. I wish I could find the other elf shoe because she's kind of cute. I'm going to probably Google Lens her just to see. She looks pretty well made. She's got snaps on her garments. So, I don't know. I just think she's adorable. So we'll see. What else? I got a vacuum seal bag in the free pile. Oh, is that it for free? I think that's it for free. Okay. So, not bad actually. I think the doll's going to be the best thing in the free pile. Although I think the little rhinestone iron-on transfer thing will be a close second. Okay. So again, going on instinct now, when I was at this sale, my Google Lens wasn't working. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was kind of it became a dead zone. It seemed to be working in the beginning, and then it wasn't working on anything. So a lot of this was just on like those little plates. Hey, they look quality. They look good. All right, so this was one of those items. I just think it's really pretty. It's, I guess, some kind of pottery or stoneware. It is signed. It's got DW, looks like DWC on the bottom, or DWO, or DWG. And yeah, so I just thought that was beautiful. Very heavily glazed. What else did I get? Oh, these I know, these are okay. Oh, by the way, the dish was $2, that little plate. This was $1, and these are like little glass bluebirds, and they're signed on the bottom. It's hard, it might be hard to see it, but it says Leonard 92. It's etched in the bottom there. Oh, you can see it right up at the top there above the $1 label. And these tend to go, I know the single birds go for about like $14 or $15. When I look this up, this will probably be around $20. But I know it's a pretty solid sale. I've sold them before. So I was happy to pick that up. And then I picked this up, and I'm not sure if this is what this is going to be in terms of value, but it only cost me $1. It's a beautiful art tile. It's backed with cork, and it's signed by the artist actually in marker. It looks like it's actually signed. I don't think that's printed, but I might be mistaken. It looks like it's actually signed. See the variegated, I don't know if you could tell, but the pen mark here is not like real solid like I would think print would be, but I might be wrong. That might be a printed signature, who knows, but it does match this. And this signature, I think it says R Taylor or P Taylor, so I will see what that is, but I just thought it was kind of nice. All right, those tiles don't tend to be great, but where this again was on instinct. Oh, here goes Freckles. All right, isn't that pretty? I just thought this was so pretty. See how it looks like a bud, or a, I don't know, reminded me a little bit of an artichoke or a cabbage or something. I don't know. Had a leaf handle. $2, and it's just signed with a B on the bottom. So again, no Google Lens to help me. I will Google Lens it probably before I put it back. This, again, no clue, but this was interesting. Beautiful colors, and this is pottery or some kind of terracotta, and it has like a little, I think, an opening at the top here, and it's new with tags, although they did put the price right on the tag. and it says Panorama, and it's made in France. Aromatherapy oil diffuser. So it's some kind of, I guess, because it's terracotta unpainted on the bottom thing here, I think it kind of diffuses the oil in the air, because it gets absorbed maybe by the terracotta. Oh no. Sorry. Okay. So that cost me $2. And we'll go over these last two items, and then, okay, so this is a beautiful wool lap blanket, and it had an old tag, and it's called Perth Robe. So I'm going to show you the tag. Beautiful old tag, Perth Robe, from the Harrington trade, it says. I really like the colors. It's that, not black watch, but it's got those same colors. I don't think there are any. I thought I checked for wool, for moth holes. I didn't see any, but I'm gonna double check it before I list it. So that was $3. That was a really good buy, and I think I saw them. My Google Lens was working when I saw these, and I think it was around $35 or $40. And then these I found could go for more, go like 70 or 80. This is like a mohair blanket, and again, it had an old label. Now this label was only a partial label, and it says Glen something, so I knew it was Scottish. Glen something or other. In fact, no, it's Irish, and it says, what I could make out was Galway. So I think this is from Galway, Ireland. And I forgot what the name of it was, because I Google Lens the tag, and it came up with a complete tag on another similar blanket, and I know it was around $70. Now I'm just noticing now that there's a hole in this blanket. There are kind of areas where the thread has broken, and this kind of creates a bit of a hole. So I'm gonna have to check it out. I did not take it out and look at it. It cost me $3. I think even with a little bit of damage, I could probably do at least 50 on that. So, and then I struck it really good on the jewelry at this sale. Now, there were a lot of pieces that were costume jewelry that were like $15, $20. And I'm not talking like gorgeous brooches or anything like that. I'm talking fairly run-of-the-mill stuff. So I was not encouraged, shall we say. But as I looked around, I realized that there were a lot of things that they didn't know what they had, kind of thing. There was stuff that was marked sterling that was like $2 or $3 for a bracelet, and so I picked them up. So I will show you that stuff. Hold on, I just want to put these things away quickly, and I'll get the dog, so I'm going to pause you. Hi, I'm back. So in the jewelry section, I'll start with the things that are maybe not as exciting, but this is a pretty bracelet. I bought it because now it does say Lucky Brand on the edge of it. I don't know if you can see that, but here it says Lucky Brand, which they don't normally go for a lot of money, but I thought that even if I don't resell it as a bracelet, these these pieces would be great hair clips for me, because I make jewelry hair clips and resell them somewhere, so that will be good. And then I picked up this. This is a beautiful antique piece. I'm not quite sure. It's not made of a precious metal or anything, but isn't that pretty? Yes, I know it's missing a stone. It's missing a stone right here. I know that. but I just thought it was really cool, and you could tell it was handcrafted. See how it's not real even down here? So it is not mass manufactured. It is handcrafted. So that alone I thought would bring it value. We'll see. It looked, to me, it looks like 20s or 30s, but I'm not sure the time period. And I spent $2 on that. And okay, so let me show you the silver pieces. So the first silver piece I found was this one. This is a sterling silver, like schooner brooch, kind of thin, you know, very, very fine, finely made. And where was it marked? It was marked at, this one I could see why they missed it, because it was marked in a little bit. Okay, it was marked right here on the very bottom. It's very tiny right here. A little hard to see. Let me see. I don't think it'll focus on it. No. Anyway, it's right there. And it says sterling. It does not say 925. It says, I think it says fine sterling or Peru sterling or something. But anyway, it's quite nice. And the sails are like kind of a buffed, almost nickel feel to them. They're not super shiny. They're not glossy, you know. So that's really pretty. And then also in the pins, I found this beautiful micro mosaic. Now, the micro mosaics that go like that are like an oval, and they have like one flower in them, or two or three flowers in them, and then a background, those are pretty good. But this one, the chips were so small that I knew it was going to be more valuable than those other ones. See how tiny those chips are? It's beautiful. And look at the back. First of all, you could tell by the pin on the back is different. It's like that older pin. And then look, I think it probably says, oh, I could see it now. It says made in Italy. But look at the back. Isn't that pretty? But in the center there, it says made in Italy. So this was $3. Now, I think that this one's going to sell for about 60. I think. The schooner, I'm not sure what that's going to sell for. What else did I find in jewelry? I spent like $21 on jewelry, and my total bill was $38. So most of it was on jewelry. So I found these two pieces. This beautiful, oh, it's a little bit funky. This beautiful bracelet. Isn't that pretty? And this, it looks, I guess it is the exterior, which is very interesting. It's stamped on the exterior, but it's stamped there, 925. But again, it's on the exterior, which is very odd. I don't know what else it says, but it is definitely sterling. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I just think it's so pretty. Okay, so that was $2. Oh my gosh, really? $2? Crazy. And then here, this one. Again, I was so shocked. Now, this one is not as sensational in terms of like the shine to it, but the pattern is really pretty. I don't know if you could see that. This camera's not the best. But see that pattern? It's like diamonds and flowers laid on top of the chain. And this is what the chain looks like in the back. And this one, it looks like, so this is odd. So see, there's like a little loop on there. Do you see that little loop? I guess a charm or something hung from it that's no longer there. So here's the decision. Do I just cut that piece off and not make it look like it's a damage? That's probably what I'm gonna do. And it was marked right on the back of the clasp. It's marked right there, sterling, 925. I don't know exactly what it said. I don't think there's a brand name. Might have said Mexico. I think the other one did too. And this one was $3. And then I just picked this up. I don't know of its value, but a lot of times these little handmade, hand-painted things go over well. It's a little stuffed, hand-stitched, very, looks like it might have been machine stitch turned inside out and then hand closed. You can see the hand closure stitching right there. And then the little star, look how little that star is, and it's stuffed. This is like Man in the Moon sort of thing. $1, and it is signed by the artist, which is Schneemann, 1993. So, not sure the value of that, but I'm sure it's worth at least $1. At least. All right, and then this was $5, and this was taking a little bit of a chance. It says filigree, but it's not filigree. And what I noticed after here, I'll show it to you. What I noticed after I purchased it was that there are some of these little applique pieces missing. One happens to be right there where I just pointed. That's missing. This piece that's on this side of the stone should also be on this side. And the same, like, it looks there. It has the two pieces on either side. And then this, the same thing. On the exact opposite side, it's missing this piece. So I thought the only wear was what was inside. See how it's worn inside? I thought, oh, that's not too bad. But with those missing pieces, I'm not sure. But the name brand is Michael Golan, which I never heard of before. But I thought since it was, you could see it in there. But I thought since it was signed, that it probably had some value. Michael is spelled Michal, and Golan, Golan. And Michael Golan jewelry, it's all costume, and the other bracelets I saw were not bangles like this, but the retail value on them was like $150 to $200. I'm not sure the resale now with these damages. I probably won't get more than 20 or 25, which is a little disappointing because I spent $5 on it. But when you look at everything I bought in the jewelry area, I will more than make up for it on the other items. So that was that church sale. And I spent $38 at that church sale. Then I only caught the very last hour of my favorite 50-cent church sale. Their sale was this past weekend, and I knew I was only going to catch the last half of it. I didn't even think I would get downstairs, but I did, and I found 2 small items downstairs. But in the main floor, I'll show you what I got from there. Okay, so I did get this, just a frame, pretty nice frame, but I'm making these jewelry Christmas trees that will be mounted on black velvet and on a frame like this. So I thought this would be good for that, for 50 cents. This is so cool and so old. Look at the back. Oh my God. It is so old. And actually the glass is coming away from it a little bit on the corner. But this is a beautiful picture. Oh, you see the reflection. I don't know if you can see it now because there's a reflection of all my windows here. Here a little bit. You can see it. It's the picture of Jesus in, I think it's in Gethsemane, where he would pray. And I just thought it was really beautiful. I hope that's not a damage on there. I'm just seeing a little spot right here. It doesn't look like it belongs on the print. I'm not sure if it's a damage or not. But when I looked up these framed prints, especially that were this old, I mean, this actually has a leather strap hanger, not a metal one. Look at that. That indicates the age big time. So I'm thinking, to me, this looks like like mission style. So I'm thinking maybe 1920s. Yeah, so this is, I think, an antique. I think it's that old. Um, but I did, like I said, I looked it up and I saw other sold around $80. I thought this was going to be my big banger, but it's not. So I saw this, My Little Ponies, and I just sold a My Little Pony figurine that I got for 25 cents. I sold them for like $40. So I'm like, oh, My Little Ponies, that's where it's at. Well, this has a playmat. So no figures, but the playmat is here. And when I looked up My Little Ponies playmats, I saw them listed for crazy amounts of money, like $100, $120. So I thought, oh, okay, just stuck it in the bag because I didn't have a lot of time. I didn't have time to research anything really thoroughly. And when I came out, I realized that this whole thing with the figurines and everything was only reselling for like $10 or $15. So that was a loss, but it's not a big deal. So what? I'll show you the other things I got there. All right. I did get this poster there, which is a BBC poster, and it's Doctor Who. Exploding Doctor Who something or other. So I think I could probably get around $30 for that. I got these glasses. I think she did charge me 50 cents a piece. So I got 4 of these glasses, I think, for $2. And they're like kind of retro, not retro, I think they are actually vintage. Oh no! This one's cracked. And I bet you that happened like in the car or maybe when they were stacked. You probably can't see it, but there's a crack right down here. Okay, so now I have 3 glasses. Let's hope they're not cracked. I did not check all of them, like I said. I didn't have a lot of time, so. All right, this one's okay. All right, not sure what I'm going to get for that. So 3 glasses, you figure maybe at most $7 or $8 a glass, at most. So maybe $20 for all 3. Ugh. Oh well, can't win them all. All right, and then there's this really cute wall hanging with the jingle bells on the bottom. And Santa's beard is all glittery and cute. So I love that. It's not going to sell for a lot, but it's a cool Christmas vintagey looking thing. So I'm thinking maybe $20, maybe. Socks for myself. Yes, sometimes I buy things for myself. What is this? They did wrap some items for me. Oh, although I wish they didn't wrap these in newsprint, but there were 2 of these little kitties, and they are marked. I think they're marked left and on the bottom. Oh no, they're not marked, but they are numbered on the bottom, so I'll have to look up their numbers. A620 it says, so they are a little pair. Aren't they cute? They won't go for a lot, like maybe $25 for the 2 of them, maybe if I'm lucky. I don't think they'll even be that much, but they're not expensive, but that's like one of those saving them from the landfill type of things. Here are the other 2 glasses. I'm not even going to look. I got these crosses do okay. They usually are stamped made in Italy on the back. This one looks a little older, but they usually go for around, even though it's a small little wood thing, $15 to $20. I just fell in love with this and I picked it up. Don't even ask me why. It's a little cow sitting on a chair. I just thought this would make a cute little shelf sitter item or shelf item for people who still have those little, shelves in their bathroom or whatever. Or maybe this is be in the kitchen. I don't know. I just thought it was cute. Weakness. I can't believe I got charged 50 cents for each of these, but I think I did. So I got this. This is a little Funko. I think it's a Simpsons character. And here's another little, this is something breakfast. Sad breakfast, my yummy breakfast, something like that. I looked it up. And then I'm just adding to my little collection. I'm collecting these little wood figures to hopefully eventually make a big Christmas wreath out of them. I've seen those wreaths go for like $100. So if I could collect enough of these cheap enough, but I don't want to spend $100 on the little figures. So this was 50 cents. This was more than I wanted to spend on one figure. But I think she might have put like, looked at the three of these and said $1 or something like that, from what I remember. And then I picked this guy up. He's like a handmade elf, very vintage. I think that he may go for a good amount of money. It's just a feeling I have. Thinking he may go for as much as 50. Not sure. Get back to you on that one. And then this, I think, is going to be the best buy out of all of them. I think I looked this up, and I'm going to see if I could find it again. But these are Teletubbies stickers. So they're showing Poe on the front, but I think it's all four of them. This is because this is what it looks like on the back. So it must be all four of them. 4 different designs enclosed. It actually says it right there, Tina. So I'm gonna, you know what? Stick with me for a moment. I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna look it up. Okay, $10 to $12 per package, but I got 3 packages for 50 cents. So still, this is $30 right here, right? So that was everything, and thank you so much for visiting with me today. I do love sharing this stuff with you guys because hopefully, I think I'm speaking to other resellers as well as people just interested in this kind of stuff. And my husband is not so much into, he is a little bit, but he tires of it a little bit. So it's great to be able to share my excitement with what I got. And so I'm happy to have viewers that appreciate it. So I hope you do. And I hope if you enjoyed this that you'll subscribe, like my video, send me a little comment, give me a little inspiration to keep going. So thank you so much for being with me. Happy hunting, everyone.